Boom! Hi guys, Mike here with an MCC crafting tutorial. I know it's been a super long time since we've had an MCC crafting video and since we've come back to my world, Lost Block Santos, but I did come across a building from another game that really inspired me to try building something similar here in Minecraft, and that is an 8-sided twisted tower. And I'm sure most of you are aware I have a 4-sided twisted tower tutorial over on my channel that you can find the link to in the description below, but I will recommend that you have completed the 4-sided twisted tower before attempting the 8-sided one, unless you already are very experienced with complex builds, because this really will not be easy unless you already understand the 4-sided twist concept. But before we start the tutorial, I thought I would let those of you new to my channel take a quick look at some of the other buildings you can find tutorials or let's builds of on my channel. So let's take a little look. So first, over here we have some UFOs, and if you take a look in the description below you can find the link to a UFO tutorial and a link to a cinematic video I made of these UFOs. If we take a look over here in my main city centre, we have the very first twisted tower I ever attempted. Now I know it's a little crude, but I do love this build, and if it wasn't for me at least attempting this, then I would have never have made the original 4-sided twisted tower tutorial or this new 8-sided one. I have dropped a link in the description below for my tour of this build, but I do believe there is more inside than the video shows, so maybe I'll do another tour of this building in the future. If you guys would like to see it, let me know in the comments below. So next up over this way we have a Modernist Tower tutorial that you can find the link to in the description below for your convenience. This one has a few parts to it, and a little heads up, you will need some string for this one. Not a problem if you're building in creative mode. Just down the road a little here we have the first Cities Skylines to Minecraft build I attempted. This is the commercial building number 1, you can check out through the link in the description. This is the kind of building you can just build over and over to fill in those odd spaces around your city. A quick look here, we have my Ghostbuster building, but there is no tutorial for this one, sorry guys, but I have put a link to the cinematic video that I made of it some time ago. So if we head across Central Park here, you will find one of my most favourite builds in this world, and that is the flat iron inspired building. You can find the link to the tutorial in the description as traditional skyscraper building. But as you can see, it is shaped very similar to the flat iron building in New York and has a very similar style and feel to it. This is not an easy build, but I'm sure if you have plenty of experience building complex builds in Minecraft, you shouldn't find it too hard. This is another one that is over multiple parts, guys. Sorry guys, I just got a little carried away admiring this build. I really enjoyed building it and loved the finished product. So moving on, just to my right here we have the Abu Dhabi Arabic style building. That is a super easy build for any of you beginners out there, but it has a great look to it and it is over multiple parts, but it's super easy as the building is exactly the same all the way around. I actually found this building touring around on Google Earth, so there's a little tip for you guys if you're looking for something different to build. Check out the description below for the link to this tutorial. Okay, let's take a quick flight over to the area where the 8-sided twisted tower is, because we could easily get carried away touring this world. Right here we have one of my YouTube channel sub signs that actually is out of date, so let's quickly update this while we're here. I'm going to do this super quick. I won't worry about how many hundreds over the 11k we are. I'll just make it say 11k for now. Sorry, I just updated the other signs and completely forgot all about this one. There we go, 11,000 subs. Wow, never thought we would get this far with this channel. I really didn't. Back when I uploaded that very first video of Spring Hill Kingdom, my very first Minecraft world. I better move on quickly before the haters start to complain that I didn't just go straight into the tutorial with this video. But sorry haters, just a few more to check out before we get there. You can always skip ahead if you have no interest in any of this. Right, we are almost in the 8-sided Twisted Tower district now, and along the way we have another building I found whilst touring Google Earth, and that's this British Columbian bar restaurant type building that has a super chic look about it inside. You can find the link to the tutorial in the description below if you would like to build this. Just next door we have another one of my favourite builds in this world, and that is the low-rise modern apartments and high street shops tutorial that you will find the link to in the description below, and another one that has been spread over 2 parts because back when I was making these tutorials I was using an old computer that just couldn't manage making long videos, so I had no choice but to split them up. A little further down this avenue here we have a super easy skyscraper tutorial that is the Chelsea Tower at Dubai that I have stuck a big YouTube sub sign down the side of it that isn't in the tutorial. I really like this one and it is super easy to follow and build, but has been spread over about 9 parts if my memory serves me right. Check out the description below for the link to the Chelsea Tower Dubai. So finally we are here at the brand new latest addition to this world, Los Bloc Santos, and that is the 8-sided Twisted Tower that you have all come for, and here it is. This is definitely now on my favourite list for this world, and I really hope you're going to be able to follow the tutorial okay and at least replicate or even improve on this build. I do have a ground floor level that is not in the tutorial as I needed to raise up the building because I had a railway line right in the way, so I just decided to build this over the top of it. As you will know by now from the title of the video, this is a Cities Skylines building that inspired me. So in just a moment we're going to head into Cities Skylines to take a quick look at what inspired me for this build before we make a start on the tutorial. Cities Skylines has some great buildings to inspire your Minecraft builds, and if you're not already playing it, I highly recommend the game, especially for those of you just like me with a creative mind. Okay, we are almost 10 minutes into the video. The haters must be hating by now, so I think it's time we head into Cities Skylines to take a quick look at the actual building that inspired this. So here we are in Cities Skylines on the PS4 edition at my city, Insomniac City. As you can see, the game has a whole variety of buildings to inspire you and does allow you to build a pretty big city. This is currently the biggest area the PS4 version allows you to cover, but who knows, that may change with future updates. But anyway, let's get in close and take a look at the building that inspired me for this tutorial. Here we go, this is the building. You should be able to recognize it. Something about this building caught my attention back when I first started playing Cities Skylines on the PC version, as I do have it on PC too, but I like to play on my PS4 version too, so I can just sit back and relax whilst playing, maybe lay on the bed rather than sitting at my desk to play the PC version, because it does hurt my back sitting at my desk all the time. Plus, making these videos, I'm always at my desk. Okay, there you go. I think we have seen enough of this building, so let's close down City Skylines, shut off the PS4 and fire back up my PS3 and load up Minecraft once again. Right then, back in Minecraft at Los Blocks Santos. Let's do this build. I hope you're ready for this, as it's not going to be an easy one, guys. As you can see, I like to take inspiration from different places like Google Earth, other video games, or buildings I know of in my local area. But anyway, it's now time. Let's do this. You will need a lot of 31 by 31 to build this, guys. Okay, from corner 1 up and 8 to the right, using stone blocks 15 across. Eight in, 7 out. Now using those dimensions, you can copy the map layout we have here. Maybe pause the video here, guys, and copy this map layout. It's essential you get it right. So you should be looking at something like this. Now you have copied the map layout, we're going to join the red blocks from corner to corner as the building goes up. When we raise up our columns, we will use the colour lines from the map below to create the curves like so. Go up 5 with red, over 1 and up another 5. Over 1 again and up another 5. Now you need to look below, and as you can see, we need to follow the red line below us. As you can see, the upright columns are following the red line below. So now we need to come in 1, over 1 and up 5. And now keep copying this pattern. Up 5, over 1 3 times, then in 1 over 1, up 5, and do this 3 times and repeat. So to make sure we line up, I'm going to put this grey column in here as a reference point. And repeat the pattern until we line up on the top of this grey column here. Now we can lose the grey column. And build another one to the same height here for the next twisted column to line up to with. Now let's work on the next one. So this white column is going to use the same pattern as the red one and follow the grey line below. Just use the exact same method we did with the red column, guys. Once again, it should finish on top of the grey column from the corner below. Now double check your twisted columns follow the correct pattern of 5 up, over 1, 5 up, over 1, 5 up, over 1, in 1. Once you're sure your two twisted columns are following this pattern, go round and repeat this from all corners. So once you're done, you should be looking at something like this. So now let's join up the top of the columns like so. Now we're going to mark out the floor levels like so. You should have a gap of 4 blocks between each floor. Don't worry about the first or the ground floor. The first floor has a row of white blocks that are just markers. Remember guys, this is just for the map. They will be taken out later on at the end, so the first floor for now should only have a gap of 3 blocks. Just follow the pattern I am creating here all the way up. So that's the floor for the two different sections. Now you can just copy this all the way around the building as it is exactly the same. So once you're done marking out all the floors in that pattern, you should be looking at something like this. Looks pretty cool, huh? Okay, let's get a save in there before we lose everything, and then we're ready to move on to the next stage. You should have something very similar to this, and I absolutely love how this is looking already. This looks super cool. I hope yours is looking just as good, and don't forget guys, if you are struggling, this is a highly complex build and it may be an idea to go back to my four-sided twisted tower so you can understand how it works before you attempt this. Okay, onto the exterior aesthetics. I am going to take inspiration from the style of the Cities Skylines building and use some similar colours. This is the ground floor level. I am using cyan blocks here. I guess it's about the closest colour there is. I'm saying it's pretty much the same, so we'll go with the cyan blocks. Now let's move up the floors with white quartz blocks and blue glass blocks for windows. That's the wide face all done, and once you have that side done, move on to the short side here and do the same again. So now you should be looking at something very similar to this. Now you have seen how the two different faces are done. Repeat this over all the way around to complete the whole tower's exterior. Not to forget to be saving regularly, guys. Okay, you should be looking at something like this. So now I'm going to try to mimic what we saw on the Cities Skylines building for the roof area, or at least try to take inspiration from it. Okay, you should be looking at something very much like this. I am now going to take inspiration from the Cities Skylines building and try to mimic the roof in some way. Okay, don't forget to save your progress, and when you have finished designing and building your roof, you may want to make the twist of the building stand out a little more, and a great way to do that is to change the vertical lines into a glow block or a colour. I already have a twisted tower in this world, as you've seen, with glow blocks enhancing the twist. So on this one I'm going to continue using the cyan blocks for the twist enhancement, just like this. There you go, I love it. If you have gone for the coloured block for the twist enhancement but still want to make the twist stand out more at night time, then why not light it up? Perhaps run torches up those vertical lines to bring the twist to life at night time. So let's do that now. So there you go, the 8-sided twisted tower. I have an extra floor at the bottom on the ground that you don't have, so I'll leave it up to you where you want to put your doors and lobby and stuff like that, because like I said at the start of the video, I needed to raise this up onto a platform to go over the top of the railway line that runs right through this location. But now you know how to build an 8-sided twisted tower, and I'm sure you don't want it to be exactly the same as mine anyway, right? Why not make it a little more unique and put your own stamp on it? Well, I hope you managed to follow okay. Be sure to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments below, good or bad. I like to know how much I've pleased and how much I've upset the haters. Also, check out the description below for links to other tutorials, or if you want to try out the 4-sided twisted tower. Don't forget, head over to my Facebook page for unseen content, and be sure to let me know if you would like more Minecraft tutorials. Okay, so that just leaves me to say thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, happy building.